On April 12, 2025, officers were flagged down by a valet driver who claimed he was threatened by an individual with a handgun.
Alright, so Officer Silva, obviously you saw I was riding and then you called me over. So.
Literally, it happened as soon as you turned the corner.
Can we talk outside? Because like,
Absolutely.
I don't want other members.
Actually, time out. Is your video good out there?
Just for like that
can
section.
you see what happened on the video or no?
Depends on the angle.
We'll talk real quick and then we'll go from there.
Because I actually like have to do like a statement.
Of course.
So.
Of course. So, yeah. What I guess we'll start from the beginning. What happened, bro?
Alright, he illegally parked here without letting anyone know.
Where was he more or less?
He was in the valet parking, that lane right there.
Okay.
And so there was no one in the car. He was left running. I had to go move a car. I moved the car, parked it, came back in the building, walked out, and I saw him running to the car. I said, hey, don't do that again. At least notify one of us. So I'm walking to the car just so I can, so make sure he heard me. He's like, get away from my car, get away from my car. I said, listen, just make sure you tell somebody or don't park here again like that. He said, get away from my car. He pulled a gun out. He said, I'll pop you right now. I'll pop your, bitch ass like that. And those two saw him. They saw who the guy was. They saw him in the car.
Yeah, I mean, the guy we stopped, obviously, it was right away, so it is what it is. Did you see a second person in that car or just one?
He picked up a guy right at the corner, right? Like literally right before you pulled him over, there's a white guy that got in the back seat.
Backtracking a little bit, when he said, get back away from my car, the gun was on him?
He was reaching in the bag as he was talking. He said, get away from my car, I'll pop you right now.
And then what did he do?
I continued to talk, he pulled the gun out.
Did he point at you by chance?
He just pulled it out like that. He said, get out.
But like towards the car, not towards you?
Not directly towards me, but he pulled it out, like he pulled it all the way out the back. Like,
So
that's
in layman's terms, for the third grader, you want to press charges?
Well, yeah, because I work here, so I don't know if he's gonna come back.
I don't know if this is gonna be because it happened on property.
Technically, it's a street, so I don't know. He's
okay.
employed, so he's working.
Right.
So technically, it is, but it's.
But I have to do like a report on it as per like my supervisor. I just got off the phone with her now.
Uh-huh.
But it's up to him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But
asking him. Yeah.
we just need the photo of him, first name, last name, a photo, so that way everyone like can know like that he's not allowed. Like.
Well, he's gonna be at a minimum, he'll be trespassed from the whole thing, and yes, I can give you the information. It's not a problem, but it's all dependent. And again, I had to call boss over this, but just because of circumstances. But if you want to press charges as a victim, it's a process. I'm not shying you away from it. I don't mind either way, because I'm here till 5 a.m. I don't care. So to me, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like this is what I do for a living.
Right.
But you don't have to go to court and a couple other things. It's not a big deal, but it's just there is a process.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's something that just gets somebody off the street, I can get them off the street. Whatever. But just know that someone pointing a gun at somebody or someone making a gesture of that is not a jokeable thing.
Right. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, you're right about that.
This is not a game.
No, this is definitely not a game.
God forbid, this is not a game. That's why I say it the way I say it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he can wait till you leave and come back and do the same thing.
Again,
but even worse.
I'm letting you know the ball's on your court. I don't either way. If you want him to go to jail, if you don't want him to go to jail, I'm down for it. I have to write a report no matter what.
Right.
This is downtown. This is a big deal. I don't care. So I mean, the opposite way. I care, but I want to make sure you take care of it the way you want.
Is there a way like when like that you write the report get to give us like a copy of it or no?
Well, you can get a public request. Yeah.
All right, so then I'll talk to my supervisor on that.
Yeah. I'll give you a case number and everything. But.
Okay. Yeah.
So you just let me know what I need to do.
Okay, you got your ID on you?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Let me just make it.
What was the case number?
Yeah, that was uncalled for, man. I'm just a valet, brother.
I got you. Did you ever say anything other than he can't do this no more to him?
No, I was just like,
Curiosity.
I just said, make sure you come inside or you hand the key to valet. That's it.
And last thing, real quick, you raise your right hand for me. Do you swear to test everything you just provided to me is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, so this is legit.
Yep. That's legit. Yep. I got
I'll make a quick phone call.
everything.
I'm actually gonna go to check on the cameras.
Please. It's a gray.
Yeah.
You get wrong.
I understand what you're coming from. Man, it's just pissing me off, dog. Like, I get upset. I said, hey, move away from my car before I pop you. I never pointed. I'm not an idiot. The gun was still in the holster. I never did nothing to him. I just had it. I had it in myself. I have to say, yo, move away before I pop you, bro. Look. I'm a small dude. This dude walked straight up to the car and put his head down in my car like this. Move away. No, I know. I'm not telling you. I'm just showing you. You feel me, bro? Somebody come up to my car window, put his head down, and he's a big guy. He say, "Oh, yo, don't come here no more. Move away before I pop you." Nothing. I ran to come see where you're at, and I ran back to the car. He comes up to me, trying to check me. Yo, what are you doing here? I said, bro, what's the problem? He said, don't park here no more. That's it. Bro, man. So I don't like saying nothing to people, bro.
Yo.
Oh, bro. Then he lied into that, pointed the gun at him. Yeah. I didn't even take the gun out of the holster or nothing. I didn't even point it. All I said was, bro, because this is Florida, I have to stand your ground right. I put my gun on my lap and I said, move away from my door before I pop you. I'm well in my rights, bro. But he lied and tell the cops that I pointed a gun at him. Bro, I've never pointed a gun at anyone in my life, bro. But that's how they do, bro, because he wants to look good. He lies. And now I'm in cuffs, bro, for bullshit, bro, that I didn't even do. That's messed up, bro. But you understand what I'm explaining, officer? It's just like,
bro, again, I haven't.
It's so annoying, bro. You come up to someone, they put their gun on their lap and say, move away before I pop you. Now I'm in handcuffs because you lie and tell the police I pointed a gun at you. I've never done that.
Where's that at now? Glove box?
Yeah, it's in my glove box.
Is your license in the car?
Yeah, it's in the car, sir.
I'm gonna just wait for one more car now.
But, like, I'm saying, what's that process entails of like waiting?
No, somebody's coming. It's just, I don't
No,
have
I'm
a
just
car.
oh, you.
I don't have a car, bro. I'm on a bike.
So I'm saying, what that does?
I'm gonna sit you in a car and then I'm gonna do a little investigation, bro. You're not, like I said, right now you're not going to jail. Right now you're okay. Depending on what, because there's videos and everything, you know that. So depending on what's on video, depending on what's said, we'll find out what happens. But you've never been in trouble before?
Never. I've never been arrested a day in my life.
Right,
but get the video, please. If you have video, get it. Because I never pointed a gun at him. Because this shit is annoying and tired and embarrassing.
Evans,
bro.
last name? Your last name's Evans?
Yeah, Evans.
Yeah, it's Evans.
You hear me, officer?
Oh, bro,
this shit is embarrassing and annoying, dog.
Car, bro. Stop walking around. People won't look.
Huh?
Just hang out against the car and nobody's going to pay attention, bro. The fact that you dancing around and everybody's like, what is this guy doing with his hands behind his back?
Yeah.
If you just hang out on the car, you're fine. You might have to go in the car, get your wallet, and just look at the gun.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know I mean, in Florida, bro, everybody has the right to have a gun.
Bro, I get pulled over with it a lot. I know that.
So
I ain't worried about the gun.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gun. It's him just lying that I pointed at him, bro. It's just him lying about that bullshit, bro. I took it out. I put it on my lap and said, move away from my car, bro. Before I pop you, bro. That's it. I ain't pointing at him, bro. But you're not gonna walk up on my car, bro, intimidate me, bro. Nobody not gonna do that, bro.
If you don't mind walking to him, just sit him in the back of the car, please. So, basically, you're the valet here?
Yep.
Okay. We're just trying to paint a picture for somebody that can't see or aren't here.
Right.
You're going to get a car.
Yep.
Tell me what happens once you get back.
Okay. My pleasure. Thank you. Going to get a car. Walked outside and make sure there was no other car. Saw the car sitting here still running. I looked around to see, who car it was. Turned my head again. That's when the driver of that car started running to that car. We made eye contact. He opened his door. He got in the car. I walked up to the car. I said, "Hey, this is a valet spot. You can't park here unless you notify someone." Or
1 second, man. I'm sorry.
Or you going into the building. And he was like, "I don't want to hear that. Get away from my car or I'll pop you." I said, "Listen, with all due respect, bro, that ain't that serious. Just make sure you don't do that again, or you let someone know if you're coming in this building or not." He said, "Get away from my car or I'll pop you again." And he pulled a gun out just like that, twice.
When you say pull the gun out, where do you get that from?
Out of a black bag that was in the front seat. It looked like a book bag. I'm not sure if it was a book bag or just a black bag.
So you leaned over to the passenger seat and...
He already had it. Like, as soon as he was in the car, it was like literally right there.
Oh.
So he was already going to it while we was, you know what I mean, talking.
While you were talking outside the car.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe the firearm?
From what I saw, it was black. It looked like maybe something white on it, but it
Was it like a pistol? Was it like a rifle?
9mm.
So like a handgun?
Yeah, handgun.
I'm sorry, man. Just 1 second.
Okay.
with that being said, the gentleman said, "I'll pop you, what have you," and what's your reaction? How do you feel during this process?
I said, all right. I just started backing up. And he kept talking, and he had it in his hand. And then I just turned my back and went to the building.
Okay.
And that's when
You happen to see me?
Right, that's right.
And nobody to watch me, bro. I ain't never been to jail, bro.
There's guards in, there's guards in there.
Bro, I've never been to jail, bro. You think this will stop me from getting jobs and stuff now? Huh?
I'm not convicted.
If convicted? But what do you mean? But I'm gonna get convicted, right?
You don't know that. You gotta go to court.
Like, oh, you gotta go to court? Or if you get a conviction, that's when it shows up on the record and it's bad for you? So what if I go to court and the judge what? Would the like in a case like that, would the judge be like, what like she'll say guilty or not guilty? Is it a case like this? That's what I'm asking. But I see on TV it's a case like, oh yo, you guilty?
No, you have a due process, which means you have the right to take. You just get me arrested. You have the right to go to court for this offense.
Or I'm saying, or if you have another choice of not going to court and doing what? Just take the charge or whatever.
The man was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more of our content.